Ooh, how exciting. This is great.
4 green bottles sitting on the shelf. 4 green bottles sitting on the shelf. But 1 green bottle I've already had myself. A takeaway for me, and this is my Pepsi.
Enough already.
Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for yet another edition of What's in the Treasure Chest. You know, for the recent couple of years now, I've been thinking, do I want to continue doing this series? People seem to still expect it of me, so I'll keep on doing it. And even though I did say last birthday, don't get me anything, save your money, situation of the world, we keep talking about it, don't want to keep talking about it, we keep talking about it because it's a thing. I said everyone to save their money, don't get me anything, and turns out, admittedly, I got spoiled. And, you know, this year, that kind of caught up. So, not too many things, but you know what? I had a decent day, though. I still had a couple of things. I mean, obviously, some people want to get me something. You know how it is. People just want to show their love, thanks, and everything. And, you know, just makes you feel humble. And I don't know how to really put it in the words, except for, you know, showing them off. So it just feels like an obligation at this point that I want to talk about all these sort of things because, you know, there was quite a lot of thoughtful knickknacks in this one, as you just saw with, you know, all those bottles that I introed with. And also, I'm technically introing with another one right now because the second item B I'm wearing it. Level 25. Put the chest down so I can actually, you know, stand up and show it off. Level 25. This is actually a medium, but it actually fits well because I'm normally a large because, well, it probably isn't a different measurement than anything else, but it's a nice, loose-ish, well, basically a perfect fit. It's like multiple colours, level 25. I think it was custom made by Stella Chondrite's Mama. So, Mama Chondrite. Thank you very much for this shirt. And to go back to the previous thing that we were talking about with those 4 Kopparburgs, I know, pretty random. My mum got me a bottle, my dad got me a bottle, Stella Chondrite got me a bottle, effectively, as well as Mama Chondrite got me a bottle. So I got 4 bottles of Kopparburg pear cider, by the way. That's kind of crazy because I'm not normally a drinker, but I do like my pear cider. And like when it comes to Kopparburg pear cider, I wouldn't mind just getting like a packet of 4 cans or something, but they do that for the mixed fruit, but they don't do that for the pear, and I like the pear. Why do you not do the pear? Almost every pub I go to, they don't have Kopparburg pear cider, but I'll have to go to Ballman's instead if I really wanted a drink. But, you know, I'm not really much of a drinker, but I wanted to talk about that. And, as I normally do at the beginning of these videos as well, because I also want to make mention of it, because we're going to segue to something else that Stella Chondrite got me. We have a 2-in-1 deal. Look at that. We have issues 6 and 7. Should be the other way around, technically, if it's manga. The Twilight Princess Manga. So, there's the artwork for you right there. I'll just show them both back to back. First of all, what's going on here? Dark Link, hello. So, obviously, it's an adaptation of the game, if Focus wants to come back. There we go. But, yeah, it's kind of odd that Dark Link shows up because he's not supposed to show up. But, if you want to look over here, all that is Stella Chondrite. So I keep on pointing out every single one of these videos. It's basically like a meme or tradition at this point. Like, every time it's my dad's birthday or Christmas, we get him Ferrero Rocher. This is becoming my thing. The problem is with this, is that that's the latest of Twilight Princess. That is the latest. So there's 7 entries. And if I just take these and stand them up, it's almost as wide as the whole collection. This is 7 of one game. Ocarina of Time Child, Ocarina of Time Adult, and Majora's Mask. That's the longest the storyline goes for in these manga. These are all made by the same person as well, or people, by the way. Akira Himikawa. So, style always matches, and I haven't got to those 2 entries yet, but I will be at some point. And because I normally mention that I don't tend to show off digital stuff, I'll make an honourable mention that Sony Controller also gifted me a couple more DLC packs on Dead by Daylight. So, which, if you remember last birthday, Alt Viking gifted me that. So, the main game at least. So, if you see me, or Sibling Cario, Sony Controller, or even Alt Viking live stream a game and I'm in there and I'm using characters that you may not know, I've either gained DLC in, like, over the course of the time, or it may be those 2 DLC packs. One of them includes Demo Gorgon, and I'm interested in playing that killer because I don't tend to play killer much, but Demo's pretty awesome because you can make your own teleportation spots. And there's also, I believe, the Resident Evil one, Trickster came out recently, and the Doctor, which I like to play as, is getting a rework. So I thought I'd mention that just here because we're talking about Sony Controller and what she gifted me. It's pretty much been all that throughout, but now it's time to get to Sibling Cario's little gifts. And if you know her, it's also become a bit of a tradition. Don't know how this keeps happening. This is nothing but traditions at this point. The series, the Kopparburg are becoming pretty much my version of Ferrero Rocher because I don't like nuts, which is my dad's thing. And now, the thing that seems to be becoming a tradition with Sibling Cario is another 2-for-1 deal. Got another couple of crystals here, but one of them's in a packet, which is a very fancy packet, actually. And if I hold that there, is that showing up? I'm holding it upside down, that probably won't help, plus the glare. Please focus. Focus, you moron! He does have a lazy eye, you don't know which one to focus on. I'm quoting Jeff Dunham because you're being fussy. Focus, please. Thank you! How close do I need to get there? Rocks and rubies. That's where she gets all of her... Thank you for that. Freaking focus! She gets all of her rocks and rubies from Rocks and Rubies, although funnily enough all I've been getting is rocks and no rubies, but that's the thing. And in fact, in this episode, we're actually going to go to their website to look at their descriptions for these, to be a little bit more professional so I'm actually knowing what I'm talking about here, because I'm always a little bit unknowledgeable when it comes to crystals. Similar Cario tells me, then I make this video a few days later and I forget, I feel bad, so I'm going to do my research. So first of all, we'll talk about this one before we unbox this little one here. And this, I believe, is a white turquoise or fluorite tower? Prism tower? I think it's a prism. It's not really a prism. But you can see, I got one, I think it was an obsidian one last time? And you're supposed to put this in, like, moonlight or something to charge it? I think you're supposed to charge it like that with all the spiritual stuff. Ironically enough, she actually got these in pairs because my dad got one as well. Because we've got them symmetrical. Well, they would do. I had to pick this up for this, but I'll go pop it back on the shelf. But let's see what Rocks and Rubies have to say about that. Howlite. Naturally white, but sometimes dyed blue, this stone is perfect for calming, reducing anxiety, and helping in stressful times. It's great for helping people with anger management and reducing negative emotions. Works well with the crown chakra. To get to the next one, this one's in a nice little package. So what I had to do was open it up like this. So open that like a little envelope. I had to pop it out like this. It comes in a little bag as well. Look at that. Look at that. In fact, I don't even need to get it out. You can kind of see what it is in the packaging right there. I'll get it out, obviously, but it comes in a nice little pouch. So what we got to do is... Well, I've already undone the knot, so it's easier to get out of the little bag here. I can do that. And apparently I was told that this was based off of the White Ranger. Tommy Oliver maybe wore like a necklace thing that was similar to this. Not entirely too sure, but it does have claws holding the gem in place. If, once again, the focus wants to be nice. There we are. And I believe this is, I think they, not exactly obsidian. I think I was told it was like a silver-based obsidian, which I'm not entirely too sure what that means. Maybe it's because it gives it the extra little whitish tint instead of, you know, the full black tint that you normally get with obsidian. So, let's see what Rocks and Rubies have to say about that. Obsidian, a volcanic glass born from lava as it cools. This is a great grounding stone that will help you let go and release any anger and resentment. It has great protective properties, especially against negative energy. Works with the root chakra. The website, once again, is rocksandrubies.online/crystal directory. I will put it in the description in case if you UK dwellers or European dwellers, I should say, are available. I don't know if they ship internationally, but it may be something to look into if you're interested in rocks and rubies. And about releasing negative energy, I guess it's like some sort of outlets, like any negativity you have will just wash away, and you won't take any surrounding negative energies, and you're just at peace with yourself. I think that's what Obsidian is supposed to be, and since it's like, you know, it comes basically from volcanoes, which explode, it's pretty much like the aftermath of that, so it's there for you to calm down, settle, and forget about things. So that's how I see it anyway, and I think I've had a couple of Obsidian little knickknacks in the past, back in the day. Either that or it was tourmaline, one of the two. So I guess we should just move on to the last item of the day, which I was not expecting whatsoever. Meryl knocked on the door one day and gave me this.
Nice!
As if, you know, we didn't already use the other one from for Super Mario Bros. 35 and other retro stuff on the Switch. We now have the 8-bit Do wireless adapter. It doesn't have a fancy name like G-Bros. I guess that's because that's supposed to stand for like G GameCube Brothers or something. I don't know. But this wireless adapter is basically what it is displayed as. It's a USB that is modeled like a brick. It's basically a brick texture, and it feels like it too. I could get it out, which I am going to do, because we're going to actually see it in action. Because apparently what this little thing allows you to do, if I can even get into the packaging at this point, the G-Bros adapter, the wireless adapter, is basically a stack of Mario bricks. And the lid is quite tight on there, but there we are. Just a USB Bluetooth dongle that pretty much just, you plug it into certain devices, and it comes with all the drivers that on those drivers that would make certain controllers that you wouldn't expect to work on those systems and register as its own normal controller. According to the box, as well as the little teeny weeny flimsy little manual that they give, at least they give you something. Click the mic there. It says here, controller compatibility. Any 8-bit Do Bluetooth controllers and arcade sticks, because, you know, it is their adapter, so that would make sense. We've also got Xbox Bluetooth controllers, so I'm guessing anything between, I doubt 360 because you need a special dongle for those, but definitely Xbox One and Series X controllers, which I think just use the Xbox One controllers anyway. DualShock 3, DualShock 4, and DualShock 4 Pro? Was there a DualShock 4 Pro? I thought the PS4 Pro just comes with a normal DualShock 4. Did I miss a model? I know that we got the DualSense. Doesn't say that on here, but maybe that's what they're talking about. I don't know. Wiimotes, Wii U Pro controllers, Switch Joy-Cons, but only one, and Switch Pro controllers. It doesn't specify only one unless you look in the manual, but it will read a Joy-Con as a separate controller. But what the manual also says is that you can use this on Switch, Windows PC, Mac PC, and Raspberry Pi PCs. Basically, you plug this in and you can pretty much use any of those controllers on those systems. It'll be pretty pointless pairing this up with a Switch controller on a Switch system. And to be honest, if you're going to be using this on a Windows PC, I mean, maybe if you don't have Steam and you can't pair it that way, or you don't have a Bluetooth wireless receiver, it can multitask, you can use it on multiple stuff, but it is intended for the Nintendo Switch, I assume, since it's called 8-bit Do, which the logo as well as style, not exactly similar, but it's intended to be used for the Nintendo Switch, because it's all themed Nintendo wires, G-Bros, Mario Bros, you know the drill, and always focuses on Nintendo controllers mostly. But here's the thing. Can we play Smash with a PS4 controller? Thank you, Aaron, for calling this for me, if you want to say hello, bro.
Nah.
Technically, that's you saying hello. So we've got 8-bit Dude, not G-Bros, wireless adapter here. Just got to pop it in here. The G-Bros adapter's the other one that's plugged into that bloody thing down there. You can see the purple dongle thing. Dingle dongle. From Dongle Town. To pair a Bluetooth controller, once we hold this button, it's flashing. So then we do this. Share and home. Ah! I'm using a Sony controller on a Nintendo console. Considering that, you know, PlayStation was created because Nintendo stabbed them in the back, but also at the same time that Sony wouldn't be around if it weren't for Nintendo, I'm pretty sure this is blasphemous. Squad up.
Squad, squad!
Yeah.
No quitting!
Carry on.
Would say time for the news, but this is basically going to be a quick lightning round because I don't really have much else to say than what's already been said the past couple of updates, which is why they're being pretty bland. Even though I have been debating on making an actual update video to say that, you know, I've been burnt out, that's why videos weren't coming out. We did finish Mario 35 around that time, so because that, you know, 31st of March was the cut-off date. We did it on the 30th, and then I took a bit of a hiatus after that. Kind of take a break during normal projects, but that was kind of a special kind of odd project to do because I just did live streams, but I wanted to archive it as live streams. It wasn't a proper series, preserving what was there since its launch, because it launched and went within 6 months. So I had a bit of a break then, and funnily enough, I kind of needed that break, so that was quite awesome. But the year was still quite slow because we went back to Pikmin 2 Kaizo and all that, and then I kind of stopped again because I went to Super Mario 35 and things got too busy. Life and such. But with that, Prince of Persia remake is delayed indefinitely. They said it on a tweet. First it was March, then it was April. Now we don't know when. At least if people were still annoyed with the graphics, they'll sort that out. So I haven't actually made my own graphics for the project yet because I'm probably going to have to refresh myself at this point since it's been now over a year since I actually planned to do it. Kingdom Hearts 358 Days of a Tomb, I'm still in the planning phase, haven't moved at all. I'm still doing the combo trees for mission mode for every character, because you have over like 17 characters or something. I've done all the secret characters. I've done up to Marluxia. I think I've got roughly about, that was the latest one I did. I've got 10 organization members worth of weapons left to sort out. So don't expect that anytime soon either. I think it's going to be mostly current stuff that we've got going on, so that would be what we're going to be talking about right now. Shadow Man Remastered is in progress. Obviously, I've played the whole game through. Don't need to live stream the whole game again, even though there are little bits and pieces. But that's why we've got premieres going on right now of edited videos, which are basically like 30-minute live streams that you can watch that are already pre-edited, that I will hang about with you in chat. If you have watched the announcement video for the channel 8th anniversary, you would have also noticed that we've hit channel membership, so when we do premieres, you'll have some extra features to mess with, if you so wish. Funnily enough, I wouldn't have hit that if I wasn't doing, you know, Shadow Man Remastered the way I was doing, because otherwise I would have been streaming it on Twitch, but now I've got options, so it's like, I'm not too sure. Obviously, I'll stay on Twitch for now, since I've still got affiliate and everything else going on there, and the people who are on Twitch want to go through Twitch, but YouTube gives me another avenue, and if I can upgrade OBS at some point when things get a little bit more stable, I might be able to stream to both the systems, and that'd be awesome. But I would like my sound cards, my soundboard, because YouTube don't have that, but you get 4 emotes instead of 1, so what do you want? Yeah, I have the choice, just let me know. I should do it on YouTube because most of my audience is on YouTube. You guys were here first, but then you went to Twitch to see me. But I always stream on Twitch, and a lot of people still stream on Twitch. So I think we'll keep the premieres for now, because that is a good idea. But until then, that is on the go until I actually get to the more important parts where I will be live streaming the full new, fully restored areas. Also, Pokemon has been revived. I mean, we haven't been going like full pelt. It's been mostly a stream a month with a 1-month gap due to things with literally everybody else life catching up, since in this country lockdown, the 3rd lockdown, finally is easing, and it'll be easing again on the 17th of May, so we'll be able to meet up in person, but that shouldn't affect Pokemon. The only thing that is affecting is obviously people get back into work, into jobs, stress, life, you know how it is. But it hasn't been technical issue related. I shouldn't be saying that because I'm going to jinx it, but it's mostly just been personal reasons that have been slowing things down. Not going to get too much into that because, you know, it's a big project because a lot of people are involved, so that is going to happen, especially since everyone wants to join in. I'm like, there's no rush. It's already been 6 years in the making, so it's like, or 7 years in the making at this point, so we're not in any rush to get it done. We will take our time, and then we can plan on how the other regions go. Collaborations with the Super LP Heroes, what has been going on recently actually, as soon as I come back with Shadow Man Remastered, is that the Undertale race that we recorded back in April, I believe, has been going public on there. We did an Undertale versus, and we've also got an upcoming Deltarune versus following on from the Undertale versus. I wasn't recording it immediately afterwards, obviously. There is a set schedule that they have. You can check in their Discord server. I won't provide the link, but you can go to their YouTube channel, which will have the Discord there. And yeah, it's like when you beat a race, you get the pick, and whoever won that race picked Deltarune. Chapter 1, obviously. Why not? There's also another race that I also participated in, but I'm not going to tell you what one that is. You'll have to look forward to that. And if you haven't noticed, I did make the thumbnails for these two because, you know, I feel like that if I'm going to be in there, I want to contribute a little bit. I want to, like, you know, help, like, just put something towards it. And it also, you know, makes it look nice for the thumbnail of a playlist. And funnily enough, Gold Glee Gamer 1, who heads off the Super LP Heroes, has used the thumbnail for every episode instead of the first episode. Because if you remember back in when I did Freedom Planet with them, with Lilac, I made the thumbnail for that as well. And of course, I don't have a graphic for it, but I will say, Shadow Man is making his second coming this Halloween. That is still confirmed, and ironically enough, feels a little bit ironic, considering I finished Shadow Man 1 at the peak of this situation, and then near the tail end of what seems to be, for this country at least, I do Second Man Second Coming. That's not entirely planned at all, I just planned on doing the game. I don't know why I have to point it out, and it'll make it seem like it was a coincidence, but the game involves death. It's like, someone's going to point it out. If I don't point it out and acknowledge it, someone will, and then we'll have an argument, and you know how sensitive people can be these days. But basically, I'm just playing the second game, and I have not played it or even seen anything of it. I still haven't popped it in my PlayStation 2. Also, I'm going to have to set it up before I actually start live streaming, so I can actually have the live stream set up. And I probably will be either doing it in OBS, because I'm trying to upgrade, or XSplit. Mainly because I don't know how XSplit's going to work, but it has the deinterlacing. If I can find that in OBS, I might do it in OBS. But I don't know if I can even do it for the Roxy. I might have to do it for the Dazzle. I'm not too sure. I could emulate, but I don't want to. I've got the physical copy. I might as well use it. Of course, keep checking on the collaborations that I've been doing with everyone else on their live streams, as well as their videos, like Super Linkario, as well as with her stream archives, Kopparburg as well, since we did Majora's Mask Online Randomizer. The first one, since it recently released, it was more of a test run, and he made about 5 highlights of that, so yeah, that was kind of like an off-the-wall sort of thing. There's a playlist for my channel for it as well, and of course, everything with like Blue Hedgehog Man 17 in terms of like Smash compilations, board streams, all that good stuff, as well as best moments, whenever I make another project, or if I want to actually come back with that. And honourable mention to EPTKS Paddy. He's been making something that'll be in the works. Wasn't ready for the 8th anniversary, but it'll come soon. And when it does, it's all thanks to him. Which he would probably say it's all thanks to me, because obviously it's based off of the series that he's editing of me. But it's one of the most popular things on the channel, so I guess that is more of a dead giveaway. But I will not say anything other than that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you like, comment, subscribe, and follow on social media. Check out everyone else's channels as well. You can find them through Discord or through other links on the channel front page. And with that, I will see you guys next time.